Viewer, welcome today. Thank you for joining us here at the Affinity Corner. And what I want to do today is talk about Joel Greenblatt's book, the little book that still beats the market, his process, his method, and in here he has what he calls the magic formula. And I love collecting data on things like this, so we're going to talk about that. And really, we're going to talk about the Magic Formula Challenge, and that'll come up later. But the Magic Formula, from what I've seen and learned and read about, it just doesn't seem to work. The reason it doesn't work, in my opinion, is that nobody allows it to work. That's the only thing holding the Magic Formula back. So you can either stop watching the video now and you've gotten your answer, or you can continue watching. But essentially, there seems to be three symptoms of people who are self-sabotaging and are just not allowing this process to work, and they're not following it correctly. So the symptoms are as such. We have, number one, the quitter. So the quitter, from what I found, is extremely impatient. They want results in 3 to 6 months, and they'll even go as far as giving you monthly updates on this strategy. And many times, and in many interviews, has Joel Greenblatt said that this is a time arbitrage strategy, right? So you're taking advantage of long-term time periods with his process and the magic formula. Even people like Charlie Munger have said, delayed gratification is one of the keys to good investing. So that's number one. That's the quitter. Number two is the changer. The second symptom involves people who feel the need to change something that Joel Greenblatt has already made very, in a very simple form, and they just feel the need to add another piece of criteria or remove something or change something in the hopes of trying to improve it. But that's besides the point. It does not improve it. So the changer is just shooting themselves in the foot as well. The third type of symptom is what I call the back tester. Now, the back tester will assume that they know how to program a computer to generate the same business picks or the same holdings that Joel Greenblatt's magic formula does from his free website. Yet when they do it in real time, and I saw a video about this, somebody was doing this in real time, where they looked at their computer generated results today, and they looked at what Joel Greenblatt had on his free website, and then they back tested what they were able to generate. Yet the holdings or the picks that came up for these companies were not the same. So you're essentially back testing incorrect data. Or the other thing the back tester does is they'll find another website that claims to do the back testing and trusts it and pretty much says, okay, I trust what they say and the results aren't what I want. And then they just quit, or they stop. They don't even go about the process. Joel Greenblatt, again, many times before, he said that he doesn't use just a generic computer model or criteria to screen for his companies. He actually has people doing the work on the balance sheets, on the cash flow statements, all these things. So yes, the computer is good to give you, I guess, a pond to fish in, but he actually has analysts and people doing the work. He doesn't rely on computers because he doesn't trust the data. So you have three types of people that are just either impatient, they want to change things, or they think they're backtesting things the correct way, and there's no correct way to do that. And another note, Greenblatt has said many times before, this is, 3 to 5 years at a minimum. So, expecting results in a year or 2 or even 6 months, some people, it's just, and then they quit. It's just, I don't know. It's kind of not the best thing to see if you're somebody who wants to take a long-term process and see results over the long run, which is what time arbitrage is about. Now, the solution to all this is pretty simple, and there's a 3-step process to solving this problem. 1, follow the rules. 2, don't overthink this. And 3, just do it. So if you just follow the process, follow the rules as is, you stay within those boundaries, and you give it time, you should see results according to Joel Greenblatt and his book. Check it out. It's great. It's very simple, and it's a great read for almost any age. And yeah, I think he wrote the book for one of his kids. So here is the Magic Formula Challenge, and this is what I'm going to be doing. Feel free to do it as well. Feel free to message me about it, or let's talk about things. But essentially, what the Magic Formula Challenge is putting in the work with this process. We're not back testing. We're not changing things. We're not going to quit after a year or two. We're going to be forward testing this strategy. And what I mean is that we're going to be collecting data on this strategy, on the results it produces, and we're going to enjoy the process. We're going to learn from the results, and we're going to do this with annual updates. So 1 video per year on this strategy. And we're going to do this not for 3 years, not for 2 years, not for 5. We're going to do this for 10 years. Yes, starting today, the Magic Formula Challenge will forward test Joel Greenblatt's strategy for 10 years. Join the challenge and put in the work. Thank you. Find your affinity and put in the work. That's all we're asking to do. Have a good day.